Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Buck Rub Outdoors. On today's video, we're going to be showing you a hunt that I was able to record of Cody Wilder. It's the first time we've gotten him on camera. We tried to on a turkey hunt and we didn't hear anything really that morning, so it was really hard to get any footage. But this is our first hunt with him, and y'all just tag along and check it out.
What's up, guys? It is October 15th. It is 3:30 in the evening. I think it's gonna be a pretty good evening. The wind, we got kind of a bedding area over here, so the wind's kind of blowing at us, which is a good thing. So hopefully we'll be able to see some bucks come in, or even some does. We'll pop some does too. So stick with us. Whenever you can, you shoot it. Well, we just had our first doe of the evening. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more action. Whenever you're ready, bud. Do what? I'm pretty sure. Sound part.
So, after this shot, Cody and I got down. We gave her about 30 minutes before we ever even tried to get down. A shot that close we felt pretty good about. So we got down, and as y'all could see, the arrow was soaked in blood, and so we were feeling pretty good. Didn't smell bad or anything. And we started following the blood trail, and the blood was decent. It wasn't a huge open trail or anything, but we were finding pretty good blood. And I don't know, we tracked it probably 50 or 60 yards, and blood was just disappearing. So I called my dad up and had him bring out our dog, and we started following her because we knew that this shot was not far back or anything. There was no guts, and the blood looked pretty good. It wasn't nasty or anything. All the blood was clean, So we start following the dog, and eventually we realized this deer apparently was not mortally wounded, because there was not a single bed from this deer. We never jumped it, and it never bedded down. I followed it probably, I don't know exactly, the way they kind of run all over the place, but ended up at least 150 yards from the stand. Came out to a gravel road. That's when I decided that this deer was not mortally wounded. Didn't find a single spot where it had stopped and laid down. So what's unfortunate about this hunt is obviously that we wounded a deer, and we don't ever want to do that. But what we can stay positive about is I'm pretty sure this deer is not going to die, not from that wound anyways. And I think one thing I took away from this is that I need to communicate better with the guys that are behind the bow, when to take the shot and stuff, if a deer's not worried, especially, so that we can really see where the arrow hits, because neither one of us saw the arrow hit the deer. We heard it. I knew it hit the deer. Cody, he wasn't even sure. He looks up at me and asks, did I hit that deer? But anyways, I thought it was a good shot. Just the way it sounded like a shoulder hit, which you don't really want to do, but if you're blowing through their shoulder, then you're fine. And but obviously the deer wasn't mortally wounded. Even a gut shot deer typically will bed down within 100 yards and at least lay down for a little while. And there was not a single bed that we found. And with the dog, we were able to track it a lot further than we ever would have been able to, because I was just able to follow right behind the dog, and every once in a while, when she would stop, I could look around, and there was like twice that I found a little bitty drop of blood while she had stopped. And but again, didn't find a single bed that whole time. So this deer made it out alive, but I'm just glad that I really don't think this deer is gonna die from that wound. And so at least we have that, and I'm sure Cody's gonna get on another one soon. So y'all stay tuned.